sure what I wanted to do after university, and I think it was my father who said, well, write to the publishers who produced all the books that you loved most on your course. So we had an extremely nice chat, probably a cup of tea, I think, at the time.
Yes. Did I do a test?
No, you didn't, but I think if you had
Oh,
done,
yes,
I think
no,
it might have been very different.
Well, yes, I do now test everybody who comes. I get people to look at architectural plans and to organise photographs of bits of architecture in chronological order.
My first job as an editorial assistant for an academic publishing house has impacted the kind of shape and direction that my career has taken. I'm quite an opinionated person. I, enjoy kind of discussions on the economy and on politics. Doing research on the publishing industry and the different roles within the publishing industry is quite important, because the one thing you don't want to do is to be typecast in your publishing career.
All the CVs go into our HR department. They will do a very close match against the skills and experience that we've itemised in the job description, in the job advert that appears on both the website and LinkedIn, against the candidate. So if, for example, in the current role I'm recruiting, I say I want 5 years experience, if somebody doesn't have 5 years experience, they won't progress to the next level. So, I mean, they might, if there's somebody who looks exceptional or they've such a good fit and they've got 4.5, then they're not going to quibble about maybe that half a year. But you'd be surprised how many people will apply whilst they're still at college for a job that requires 5 years experience, which is obviously a waste of their time and a waste of my time. I put everybody's name down on a spreadsheet, and then I put a load of different columns, like what their current salary is, what their notice period is, where they're currently working, what degree they've got, and then I'll put the final column, which is a yes, no, maybe.
When I was doing my Masters at UCL, I had to do a 6-week placement as part of the course. From there, I actually got some sort of holiday cover for some of the sort of admin positions at Yale. And then a few months after I finished my course, the receptionist at Yale moved on to a different job. I did that for about a year before the job in production came up. I wasn't sure about production at first, to be honest. It wasn't something that I had considered a great deal. But now I'm in production, I really enjoy it.
I really enjoy working for an independent publisher because it's almost like a smaller knit family. You know everyone. I find it's a much more appreciated because the praises come in directly from the person above, the CEO, the MD, the publisher, whereas in a bigger corporation you tend not to see that so much. It also means that because we publish a smaller amount of books, you get to work hands-on with the big key titles.
I started working in books simply because I wanted to get some money to go to South America, and I got a job in the local Waterstones and it seemed like fun, and I never got to South America and I kept on working for Waterstones. I think one of the great things about learning to be a bookseller, and I think it's a very different skill to a publisher, you get a sense of how the different sorts of publishers operate and what kind of books they do well, and also which things work and which things fail. And you have a kind of immediate connection to the customer, the reader.
I did do several internships beforehand, which definitely helped. It's really exciting because I entered into publishing at a stage where publishers are trying to change, and to, particularly in the digital world, which is my area. I didn't expect that we would all be thinking of new ideas as a team and jumping on them. It's an exciting time to be a part of publishing.